trade and obviously your entries and exits. Send it to me and we'll review um, after we get a couple trades in Premier today. I really like this. I really like reviewing a trade a day, good, bad, or ugly, because most everybody that's having issues is having the same issues, and I think it's a really good way to do it. That way, it's fresh on everybody's mind from the day. What do you guys think, Premier people? You like it? Like the new format of reviewing a trade a day? Love it. Good. That's good for our souls. All right, cool. I think it's great to do that because then we get real time feedback. Instead of me taking a week to reply to your emails with your trades, we did tick lower just in, didn't we? One tick lower, so I'm gonna go one tick lower. Um, I think it's great. Real time feedback on your trades. I don't know how we could do it better than that. It never gave the error on the first touch for the NQ, but that would have worked. Totally would have worked. I mean, the 89 retracement. It's only a first touch. So, what's the difference to 89 retracement and first touch? It's only a first touch if the gas is overbought or oversold. You got a separation between the 89 and 200. That's the only way we call it first touch. We got to come up with a different name for this, Paul. I don't know what to call it.
What's that? Oh, first touch. Oh, God, we've just been calling it that for so long. But yeah, I guess because it'll always be an 89, right?
Yep.
Maybe just call it a retouch. I don't know. Just
He touched me. No, so never mind.
Retouch. I don't know. I mean, you know what? Put it out there, guys. Give us some names.
Yeah. What's a guess?
Don't leave it to us to
start spitballing here, people.
Yeah, throwing some names out. What do we call this thing? Because we can't really. First touch is not a good name because we don't take just the first touch. It's basically just a touch.
May touch. Well, here's the funny thing about this. We really want people on the street not to know what that line is. I mean, they'll be able to figure it out.
89er.
We want to get them in
there you go,
first.
89er. I like that one. Oh,
89er.
89 bump. Touch me.
Touch Paul, that sounds like you're doing drugs,
I love
buddy.
It. Touch too much. Boy, there's a blast from the past. It's really a bounce.
It's a reject. Yeah, it kind of is a reject, right?
89 TNR.
You guys going off on songs. It's so silly. Oh, wait, okay. Money line. All right, stop. I get down with that. Drop and release. That's pretty good, Ed. I just don't want to have I don't want to have 89 in there because we're trying to make these P89 that's all they're doing. People get misconceptions when you
that's a good
white line PBR again.
White liner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, where did you get in, Megan? I'm curious where your entry was.
Who's that?
Megan.
Yeah, what was your entry, Megan? I used to trade with a very successful CL trader. He called it the 89 gold line because it was worth its weight in gold. I mean, it is worth its weight in gold. If you trade off the 89 on gold or on crude,
it's a little late.
It really is a money line. I like it. Let's call it money line. Oh, you had the
43,
short NQ
43.
signal a while ago that we called there, Taylor. I called that back when I called the first touch on the ES.
Oh, there's your first touch on the NQ, right?
The NQ short, and it's been chopping down since then.
Yeah, I can't get in this too. This market's too. 43.50. That's a tad on the late side, right, Brian? 43.50.
So it's the 98 John. uh, especially first touch, bouncing off the pivot from a zone. I'd rather you do that inside the HMA thing,
Right.
Megan.
3 wick. I mean, it's
But
hard.
if you,
It's hard to
but,
say anything, right?
but here's the deal: if you're in at 43.50, right?
Stops.
44.75.
Right.
Okay, Megan.
And the original stop has to go above those
the
swings
rules on
too.
stop trailing your stops don't change.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where your entry is. Still a couple ticks late. 44.
Yeah, 44. No, actually, it's a pretty decent.
Okay,
44.
not horrible PBR, but again, I want you working on same thing. I want Megan and everybody else working on getting in on the HMA.
It all depends on what you're taking. If you're taking the cross of the HMA, the bounce off to 89, then you're late. If you're taking the M, then you're okay.
Treating as an M, then you're not late.
Yeah.
You're treating that as an M. 44 wasn't late. PBR.
Okay. Well, then Megan, then
sense?
That's where you had to put them. I don't care where you get in. That's where the stop's got to go.
Stop's got to start there, and stop's got to be so your stop. Follow my stops. In case you didn't know that already. In case you didn't know that. And guys, nobody's asking for stops anymore. It scares me because I sit back for a little while and I think, oh, okay, everybody knows how to manage their stops now. Nope. Turns out that nobody knows how to manage their stops because I'm not yelling, screaming it every day. So guess what? You're gonna get first touch worked on. Eight, 9, 10, 11 trades. 10 for 11 so far on the settings I'm using with Tick Sentry and the money line. I'm going to call it the money line until we.
250 risk. So you lost 250 and made 1,000. Good. Not bad.
Like, I miss trades because I'm trying to get you guys in trades. Yell for stops, people. Start stops. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back to the old habit of if I call a trade, whether I'm in it or not, I'm going to call stops. You guys decide if you want.
You also just put an S in the comment. We'll know what that means.
Yeah, if you S and the S and the product you're trading.
Yeah, S-ES or S-NQ.
You can just do SNQ, and I'll know it's a stop for the NQ. SES, I know it's a stop for the ES. Put it in, guys, and I'll tell you. If you're in a trade, I'll tell you where your stop should be. And if you want to tell me your entry price, I give you the perfect stop for you. All right. This is what I hate about slow volume, low volume stuff. I'm just going to squeeze my stop right above this little tick, this little wick here at 44.25. He's good. Yeah, I don't think you were in here. I asked him already if he was done. He was like, "Yep."
There, I'm still back up. I'm up higher than you. I guess I can break it down to 50.
You still love
Say,
to say liking what we're doing?
he should be.
His P&L is definitely
I
liking it.
don't know if he's liking it, but I know his P&L is.
Life changing for the man. Hey, you got to buy my steak tomorrow for this, Anthony. How about that? Is that a fair deal? Nice. Free steak.
It's like free steak. Love it. Free steak.
We did tick lower, so I'm going to go one more tick lower, guys. That last push, just tick one tick. Oh, man, you got me on that one. One tick lower, 44.25. Volume, market opens. Hopefully it takes off to the downside. Nope. There we go, flat. There's a decent little trade. Made my money back. Well, let's just wait for the open and
Yeah.
did you change it? So did
Oh,
you
I got
change
it.
some of the settings from what I have just to do a slight variation, Paul?
Well, I mean, yesterday I had completely different ones. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
No, I
got
mean I
yours.
think I'm close. Let's just face it, I'm pretty close.
No, you know what? That's a good thing. I'll
Answer to
let me see
everything,
that
but I've
way.
been doing this a long time.
I looked at yours just last night, and they were pretty spot on. I got a little mandatory before.
So I'd like for you and Taylor. Taylor, you still around? I'd like for you and Taylor to do slight variations of my setting.
Okay.
Just very slight just very slight. Just to see. Just for a few days. That way we can, at least into next week, when we get some more volume next week, make sure that this is going to be good in higher volume environment, stuff like that. All right, guys. Here's the plan for the day. Do what Stretch said. We got support, leaving it still around 27. I'm still a buyer from 27. That's my counter area. Price gets down to 27 on the ES. I'm going to be probably looking to buy somewhere there. And like Stretch has said yesterday, yes, it was the exact low for yesterday too. So we can't argue with what we said was going to be the low and was low. So we should be open for business here. So yeah, we're open for business. So let's see how's the newer traders. Those that are struggling to be profitable. Please. Can't believe we're in a trade for an entire half hour. Please wait a few minutes. Let the market figure out some direction. People who are more consistently profitable, obviously, if you know you have permission to trade the open, you can trade the open. If you don't know if you have permission, you probably don't have permission. And for those of you who are advanced, that was probably a decent sell signal there coming up from the zone on the NQ and ES. Missed the NQ. was a little too fast, but again, I think we sit on the sidelines for a minute. We had more volume this morning than we had yesterday morning. That's an interesting
Yeah,
look.
it's a little bit better.
A little bit better. A little bit more better this morning than we had yesterday
It's
morning.
mo better.
More better.
I get a first touch here inside the
All right.
zone on the NQ.
So obviously the bigger time frames are up. Obviously, we know that there's a good chance we're going to see chop and breakout because guess what? It's what we've been doing from the past. We've seen chop and breakout. And then you get your opportunity with 2 or 3 good swings in the morning, and then that's it. So you've got to be focused this morning. You've got to be in tune. You got to be ready to go. You see your trade setup, take it. You might get 1 or 2. There you go. See, I just called that one trade. It's a win. There's got to be a few people. Any Premier people? Premier people? You should be able to take that. Except for this. All right, Paul P. Good job on that. I would probably type and then let's sit on the sidelines for a little bit. All right, good trade, Paul. Good job, buddy. I have got to get. I'll be right back, guys. I've got to do a mandatory coffee break.
Yeah, that's what I had to do before the open. This thing's breaking. That was a nice little bounce right off that first touch and in the zone. Huh. On the NQ. Was it even looking at the
see if the ES pops an arrow up here for the